Today we are going to run the main engine on DF mode, that is from fuel mode to gas mode. You can see here now the engine is not running on gas mode, it is running on fuel mode. So there is a plan for running the main engine on a gas mode, that is called here it is LFSS system. So we will now first ready up the plant. We have system of running the LFSS, for which there is a dedicated cargo tank quantity nominated in the cargo tank itself. From there we run the LFSS, which is situated in the compressor room. So first step, we will run the LFSS plant. So for this, as you can see, I told we have a nominated cargo mentioned into the cargo tank, which is now we are running it on a propane mode. So from here it goes to from the transfer pump to the service tank. The service tank is the main tank. As you can see from the next page, this is the service tank. So service tank, it is maintaining the level in auto. As you run the transfer pump, it will come to the service tank, and from service tank it will keep on recirculation until you allow the main engine to run on the LFSS mode. So we will see step by step how the fuel transfer from the cargo tank it comes to the service tank, and from the service tank how it is been initiated to the main engine. Okay, so let me start the transfer pump initially. Okay, now we are starting the transfer pump. In before starting this,
manual also open, so you can start.
So before starting the transfer pump, you have to ensure that there are two controls, that is the recirculation valve control and the discharge valve control, to be in the manual mode. After that, there is a procedure also given. We have to follow the procedure for transferring the LFSS plant. So in this it is clearly stating which tank we have to run, and we have to decide. From that we can transfer the cargo. Means if you want from number 3 tank, it is also possible. From number 2 tank, it is also possible. For our ship, it is number 2 tank. So first we will start the valve, the discharge valve of the pump. So you can see there is a normal operation. We have to just open and activate the valve. Okay, so it will open. Okay, now you can see it is green, so it is open. And in this these are the controls for the this control valves what I have shown. No, this is the discharge valve and the recirculation valve. For these controls we have to ensure these are in manual and their measured value is in 0%. Okay, so now we are transferring the starting the transfer pump. Same like this, we have to run and actuate it, so it will start. After starting this pump, we have to ensure this pressure, the discharge pressure, gets stable to almost 1 bar, means 1 MPa. After that we start the transfer pump, we have to change the control. Okay, first we have to do for the discharge. For discharge it is saying, see it is showing after starting the transfer pump, we have to change the controls from manual to cascade mode. First we have to do for the discharge pressure, outlet valve, and then for the recirculation valve. So in this we are doing just changing the manual. First you have to click here, and then from manual we are coming to, there is auto also and cascade. Cascade is for maintaining the loop system, so we are maintaining the loop system. Okay, after you do this, immediately we have to do for the recirculation, so it will maintain that pressure which is required. Okay, same like this cascade. So we are maintaining. See, you can see the figure of the percentage how they are controlling in order to maintain a stable pressure. Okay, so now here the transfer pump is started. It is continuous in recirculation. There is a manual valve. This manual has to be open. It is been confirmed, it is open. After that we have to open another valve which is controlling the cargo going and initiating to the service tank. This is the valve. It takes some time to open, so same we have to open and actuate. It will take some time to open, but it will open. Okay, now you can see after recirculation we are diverting the flow to the LFSS system via the heaters, LPG transfer heater, to the service tank. So now you can see into the next page, we are coming to the service tank. So now see, it is the flow is come till here, it will automatically open. Otherwise, if, as I told you, this service tank is been controlled through the level switch, this valve will open only to a certain limit if it goes down. Otherwise, it will keep on recirculation mode, which we have seen in the previous sheet. As it is a cascade control, it will keep on circulating here. It will allow only to control this valve and allow the flow to go into the next line into the service tank only if there is a level control coming down. So it is an auto cascade system. Okay, till here you may be understood how the flow is coming from transfer pump to the service tank. Now we will start the cargo to flow to the main engine, and in this process we have to start the LPG booster pump, high pressure pump, and then accordingly it will go to some supply heater and return coolers to the main engine. So first we will make ready to start the booster pump. Here booster pump, we have one auto control suction valve. So I am opening this. The same procedure we have to open with an actuation. After that I will tell my colleague to start the booster pump. Booster pump, here procedure is, here booster pump we have to do the inching of booster pump in order to remove any of the air and all, because it's a very high pressure pump. So he does the inching 2 to 3 times, and inching is nothing but starting and stopping a booster pump for 2-3 seconds, and then we stop. This process he does for 2 to 3 times, and after that we start the booster pump. So I will let know my colleague to start the booster pump. You can see, as I had opened the suction valve, we had done the inching of booster pump and the booster pump is started. Okay, so booster pump, this he is trying to do the inching of booster pump. Once it is started and stabilized, it will, its indication will change to green. You can see the booster pump is started.
Booster pump started, 704 fully open, sir.
Okay, copied. Yes sir, booster pump started and V704 is open. As you can see here, V704 is the suction valve for the high pressure pump. You have to ensure before starting the high pressure pump, this recirculation to the tank should be fully open. This is very important, because if you keep it into auto control, there is a tremendous high pressure in this line. So we have to ensure this is fully open, so that this pressure is very minimum. We will increase this pressure manually, step by step. I will show you accordingly. First we will start the high pressure pump. So high pressure pump, only same, we have to click here, run and actuate. So now the high pressure pump is started. You can see the pressure is low here. So now we will start increasing the pressure with this control. This is the main recirculation valve to the from high pressure line to the service tank back, going the cargo going back to the high pressure line. So now same, in this we have to increase it very gradually. First we have to increase it like 10%, then we have to confirm. This process is, we have to continue to 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 73 and 77. And after this pressure we had observed, as per our experience, till 77% it comes up to 1.5. Once it is come to 1.5, we can put it into cascade control, and then the pressure will stabilize to the set point. Once it is in cascade mode, it will stabilize to 2.5, means 25 bar. Once 25 bar comes, there is a accumulator valve, means accumulator in the line for the high pressure. We have to open that manually. Okay, so we will see the process. First I have done 10%, then I go for 20%, and so on it goes. You have to gradually do it. $30, $40, and 50%, $60. At one point only it will start increasing. Once you can see, once I come to 77%, it will gradually go up, keep on going up. Now we are closing the valve. Now you have to slow down. 72, 73, 77, and we will weight it. As you can see, the valve percentage is been throttled and the pressure will slightly keep on increasing. Once it comes to around 1.45 to 1.5, you can put this control into cascade. We have to ensure that once this pressure comes to 1.5, you first open the accumulator valve, and after that we will put it into the cascade once the pressure comes to 2.5 to the set point. So as we said, this pressure is slightly keep on increasing. It will come around 1.48 to 1.5. We will open the accumulator valve for booster pump in this line. See, now I told him to open the booster valve for accumulator. You can open the accumulator valve. So once we open the accumulator valve, it will keep the pressure surges in the limit, and then it will keep on.
Okay, sir. Now accumulator valve fully open.
Well copied. Now this pressure we have to stabilize till 2.5. This is the set point. Once it is coming closer to 2.5, I will put this control to cascade. Okay. So you can see it is almost 2.5. Now I am putting it into the cascade. Now I will show how the flow is been taking place. Here now you had been seen that the control to the LPG service tank from the transfer pump. It will open and operate according to this level control and allow this auto valve to operate. After that we came to the booster pump and high pressure pump, and now the flow is recirculating from this line. You can see from the next page. See, this is the recirculation line, and it is coming back to the service tank to the LPG fuel return cooler. Okay. We have to ensure that LPG return line controller, it needs to be into auto, and the set point is 2.5. As per our observation, we are keeping this into 2.5 set point, so it will control the return line pressure. Okay. Now after this, there is another step we have to control from ECR, that is engine control room. Before that, once the plant is been ready, we have to just check all this ESD, whatever are been supposed the LFS plant to be stopped are in normal mode. Once it is in normal mode, we have to switch on the supply ready switch. So this is the main, which will give the control to the MOP, that is the main control system in engine room. When it is on, now it will display as all the requirements on the MOP for starting the LFSS is in ready mode, and after that we can take over the control from MOP to start the system. And for this starting the LFSS, we have to bring the RPM to 66 RPM, and then we start the LFSS.
Can start. Okay, so now you can see we are already in fuel mode, and now we are reducing RPM. You can see RPM is 67. So for starting LFSS, we need load less than 50%. So we have reduced RPM to 65. Now we are waiting for RPM to come back to 65. So now you can see RPM is almost 65 now. So okay, we will start LFSS. Here you can see fuel, it's showing ready. If not ready, then you will have to check the status. The status you can see here. Here you can see everything, all ticks are there. So system is ready to start. So now we'll go to engine. Here you can see dual fuel ready, and here you can press start. So now dual fuel started. Now we'll go back to system. Here we have, you can see inert gas system. From here now it will start the cycle. You can see here outer pipe vent. So like this we have different cycles. So first outer pipe vent, now you can see the valve opening, inert gas will supply. It will clear the outer pipe vent. Now outer pipe vent finished. So now we'll be testing inner pipe using inert gas. So we'll be supplying inert gas. You can see the valves are here. It will open and close, and we'll check the inner pipe for any leak. So now currently we are checking inner pipe test. Now inner pipe test finished. Now we'll be testing return train.
Yes, go ahead.
There is two types of train. One is supply and one is return. Now we are testing return train test.
Okay.
One very important thing, need to check the label. Here we have an oil sensor in the return line. If this label which is wet, it means there is oil. The system will stop. So need to make sure that this should be dry. Now we are testing return train test. Now return train test finished. Now next cycle is outer pipe test. So we are checking outer pipe for any leakage in hydrogen. Now fuel engine already finished. Now engine is preparing for LFSS running. You can see here preparer running. Inlet pressure you can see 52 bar. Here you can see return line already 50 bar. Now prepare running finished. Now plant you can say plant state running. So here you can see now go to operation. Now you can see
running.
fuel index will now slowly it will drop. You can see this one and LPG index will increase. So you can see two marking
Yes, sir, we can
dark
carry
and
with
light.
you.
Slowly gas will start increasing. You can see going down.
So now completely the fuel has entered and it is completely in the gas mode. So this way we can start LFSS. Thank you so much.
Turn test and this outer pipe vent test finished. Now we are testing supply fuel valve train test. Now system is normal. Everything looks normal. Now supply fuel valve train finished. Now you can see fuel engine. So here this you can see we have injectors. Now this is bypass valve, inlet valve, outlet. So you can see now inlet and outlet is open, bypass closed. So now engine is filling with LPG. You can see level, now level already turned from dry to wet.